so many of these, and they're out there in cyberland somewhere. I cannot find them. I do not know how to send them to people, but they are out there. So one of these days we are just going to find them, and we're going to have like a whole day of Zoom. Nancy, hey honey, you're back from Cancun. Did you have fun?
Oh yeah, it was awesome. Awesome.
We missed you. We're glad you're back.
Yeah.
Siri's on here from Canada. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is a good night. We have got a lot to talk about. Stacy and I actually talked today, and she made some good suggestions. She called me. She's like, "Have you got anything planned for Zoom tonight?" And of course, what I like to do on Zoom is all of the issues that we had the week before. If anybody had questions, I know that everybody else is going to have these questions. So that's a lot of the stuff that I like to train on Zooms. So she said, I got some things we need to talk about. So one of the things that we're going to talk about, it's not going to be the first one, but one of the things we're going to talk about tonight, and I got some notes here, so is President's Club and how you can earn a trip for two, all expenses paid, to Puerto Vallarta. No. Mexico. PV Mexico. I still can't say it. I have tried. So it's Puerto Vallarta. Puerto Vallarta. Something like that. You know what? It's a free trip for two to Mexico. All expenses paid. Wherever it is, it's going to be good because this company does nothing unless it's first class. I'm just saying. So we're going to talk about how every single one of you, this trip is not rank based, okay? Every single person on here still has a shot at doing this. So I want to tell you how you can do that, because a lot of people may not know. Another thing we're going to talk about is getting started, just basic stuff, what you have to do in order to get started being a distributor and coaching people. It's, you know, I know that's scary for a lot of people, but the thing that I love about it more than anything is we have got a duplication system to where you do not have to know anything when you first start. Your coach is going to do everything for you until you get comfortable and until you learn how to do it. Now, we may kick you out of the nest when we think you're ready, more so than when you think you're ready, right, Tiffany? We may just kick you on out. Because we believe in you and we know what you're capable of more so than you. You can't let fear be bigger than your faith. You know, at some point you've got to know that if somebody else believes in you, you've got something inside you to where you can do this. So, but we're going to help you. You're not going to have to do anything by yourself. You don't have to know one thing to get started with this business, which is what I love about it so much. And then, the other thing I want to talk about is our pages, like how the adventure page works. I want you guys to know that if you're putting people into that page, then those people are going to come back to you if they ask. It's not just random people that we tag in the, you know, I know you see, you know, Keith, can you send information? You see Keith's name a lot. Keith Harn, can you send information to so-and-so? Keith Harn, can you send? We don't just pick those out of the air. You know what? Keith adds about 500 people a week to that adventure page. And when those people see, you know, he does the work. So when those people are looking at these testimonies and seeing your testimony and my testimony and Angie's testimony and Charles's testimony and Vicky's testimony, they may not relate to yours on your personal page, but if you put them into that adventure page and they see something that it just, a light bulb goes off. I mean, maybe it's somebody that, you know, maybe they suffer with migraines and you don't even know it, but they see some kind of testimony about somebody getting relief from migraines. That might be what they connect with. And so they say, I want information. Well, guess what? We look up and see who added them to that page, and we give that lead back to them. So if you're doing the work, like, bless his heart, I love him, but he keeps me busy. Keith adds, he really does. He adds about 500 people a week to that page. But Keith, I want you to undo your mute a second. So, okay, I got you unmuted. So I just want to put you on the spot a minute. So how long does it take you to increase your friends list and add people to that page every week?
Not very long. I just go into my friends list and over to the top right, there's like 3 little lines, and I click on that, and then it shows a list of a bunch of things, and you just hit friends, and then up at the top where it says friends, you just click on request, and then you just start add friend, add friend, add friend, add friend, add friend, and if they want to be your friend, you know, they'll accept your friendship, and then you add them to the team page.
Right. So how many people do you think a week, on average, do you put into chats just based solely on not your personal page, just on the adventure page? How many people do you think you have per week that ask for information?
It varies. You know, some weeks I don't get any, and there might be some weeks where I get maybe 10 to 20.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's what I've noticed here recently, and that's what I want to, you know, when I tell you that you have to put in some work, but the reward that you get back is worth it. Because Keith, for another month, he maintained manager. He's making $500 a month, you know, and a lot of you are doing the same thing. If you hit manager, that's an average of $500 a month, $500 extra dollars a month. What could you do with $500 extra dollars a month just for, you know, adding people, spending an hour a day? I mean, is that worth it to you to spend an hour a day to make $500 a month? You put a little bit more time in and you make a little bit more money. You put a little bit more time in, you make a little bit more money. And the thing is the thing I love about this, again, is you don't have to know anything to start. It's all about duplication. But that's where I would start. So that was one of the things we wanted to talk about tonight, is how do you get started being a coach, and how do you get started being a distributor? What are the qualifications? What do you have to have in order to do that? So there's 4 things that I would tell you to do every single day. One of them is expand your audience. You always want to continually expand your audience. If you keep the same 100 friends on your friend list and you keep posting about your weight loss journey to those same 100 friends, eventually you're going to beat a dead horse. So if every day you make it a habit of adding 10 friends a day, every single day, your audience is going to continually expand. So you're not just talking to those same 100 people that's your friends, that, you know, by the next month, you're going to be talking to, you know, I don't even know, 200 or however many, you know, 30 times 10 is 300. So that's 400 in a month. You'll have another 300 friends. So that's one thing you want to do every single day. Now, when they accept your friends, everybody's not going to, but when they accept your friend request, then you want to turn around and put them into the adventure page. And I know that there is a lot of people that say, well, I'm not putting anybody in that page if I don't ask their permission. That's bull crap. Because I'll tell you one thing, if you think about, did anybody ask for permission to be put into that page? I know, I don't know. I know if I signed you up, I did not ask your permission. I just put you in there. But I think in 3 years, I've had 2 people send me messages and say, that was really rude of you to put me in a page without asking my permission. And you know what I said? Bye, Felicia. You know, okay, sorry. What do you say? But I think about the hundreds of people that have said yes because I put them in that page and they saw something that connected with them. That's what I go on. I can have 99 eye rolls, but if I help that one person, it was worth it. So put them in the adventure page. Do not prejudge people. That is one thing I would tell you. You do not know what's going on behind closed doors. I don't care if they are 10 pounds underweight. Alice can tell you that she's very glad she's on these products. She didn't need to lose a pound. She needed to gain weight. She's glad she's on these products, and that her coach didn't say, you know, I'm not going to tell her about it because she doesn't need to lose any weight. You know what I mean? Don't prejudge people. They could have stress. They could have pain. They could have migraines. They could suffer with acid reflux. You don't know. Don't prejudge people. Put everybody in that page. The next thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to step outside your box and you're going to have to post your journey. You want to tell your journey. You do not want to sell anything. That is one thing I would tell you not to do. Do not put ask me for information. Do not put call me. Do not put PM me. Do not put say, I got what you need. Don't sound like a used car salesman. All you're going to do is say, oh my gosh, I am so thankful that so-and-so told me about this. I feel amazing today. And that's it. End it. End it with you. All you're doing is telling them what it's done for you. It's just like, I don't know if there was a lot of you that were on here, or I think I did it on the family page when I got my new mascara. And I was just like, look at my eyelashes. Oh my gosh, this is the greatest stuff in the world. And while I was doing that, everybody was going, oh my gosh, I'm getting that. I'm getting that. I'm getting that. And that's exactly what it is with this. When you get excited about something, that excitement goes over into the people that you're talking to. And when you have something that's working for you, they know you and they want what you've got. So you just be excited about it. And if you can even step outside your comfort zone anymore, doing videos is the way to go, because it gets you out from behind a computer. You're not words. You actually become a real person to them. In their living room, in their car, wherever they have their phone, you become a real person to them. You know, they can see the excitement on your face, and they can see your expressions, and they can say, oh my gosh, I see life back in her eyes. Oh my gosh, I really see her getting smaller. You know, the people that know you, when you do those videos, they're going to see you. You know, they're going to see how excited you are. So that's one thing a lot of people won't, and that's okay. You know what? You can build up to that. I was terrified of them when I first started. I would not do it. And now it's just like, I don't even care. Y'all seen me at my worst. I'm just telling you. So that's one thing that I would definitely, you've got to post. You've got to put your story out there. You've got to be a blessing to somebody. Somebody was a blessing to you. It's your turn to be a blessing and give somebody else hope, because you've got a whole audience that your coach doesn't have. So you've got a whole new audience that doesn't know about these products. And speaking of a whole audience, and I wasn't even going to bring this up, this isn't in my notes, but this company is only 8 years old. And the opportunity that we have right now is unlike anything. It's like being handed a lottery ticket with the winning numbers. That's what it's like right now. The products are winning awards year after year. Last year, we won the weight loss product of the year, and we were up against a ton of other products, and we won it. So our company was debt-free by its 3rd month, which is why we can pay daily. And one thing that's just, in 2016, we hit $47 million in sales. Last year we hit 100. Somebody's gonna have to help me. Our goal was 100. We exceeded our goal of 100 million. This year our goal is 180 million, and I have no doubt we'll exceed that. So we're the only health and wellness company that's continually increasing their profits year after year. We have the highest retention rate of product users that reorder after the 2nd month of any health and wellness company on the market. That tells you something. That tells you that our products work. You all know the products work. So since we're just a word of mouth company, it's going to take your mouth to get the word out there. So somebody is going to tell everybody you know about Zingular. They are going to hear about the Blue Box. They're going to hear about the 8-day transformation. They're going to hear Zingular. And my challenge is, you should be the one to tell them. They need to hear it from you. You need to brand yourself now, because with you being in right now, the only way you are going to fail, and I promise you this, I believe it with every fiber of my being, the only way that you're going to fail at this business is if you quit, and if you're not consistent. So you can work it in your spare time, you can work it part-time, you can work it full-time, you cannot work it sometimes. It will not work. And if you can only spend, you decide how many minutes that you can spend a day. If it's 15 minutes, I'm sorry, let me turn my phone off. If it's 15 minutes, then you commit to that 15 minutes every single day, and you bust your butt on that 15 minutes. If you can do an hour, same thing. You commit to that and you break it up. And don't go a day without doing it. Don't go to bed until you've done what you committed to. And if you do that for 30 days, I promise you your business is going to grow. It's going to grow in some capacity. It's just like a lot of times it doesn't grow overnight. And it's just like Kevin and I were talking on the way to, I don't remember where we were going yesterday, but he was talking about, we were listening to Stacy Loftus do a training on his page. And he was talking about a lot of people on his team didn't do what they expected. You know, they didn't do as much as they expected last month. And Stacy, you know, he was talking about, you go and plant a garden and you plant the seeds, and just because you planted a seed doesn't mean the next day you're going to have a watermelon. You know, you've got to water it, you've got to weed it, you've got to take care of it. Then the vine grows, and then the fruit grows, and you've got to wait until the fruit, you know, develops. And it's just like that in sales, in any type of sales, not just singular, but it's usually 7 to 12 contacts before someone jumps in and says, okay, so what you do now, you may not see the harvest for 2 months, but you're going to have those people that say, okay, I'm ready, because they know you. And then you're going to have the people next month that say, well, I've watched it for 30 days. Okay. But then you get on this cycle to where, you know, you're following up with people and you're continually posting on your page, and they're watching you. They're waiting for you to fail. Don't fail. Be a product of the product. And then if they ask you about it, they need something. So don't give up on them just because they say no the first time, just because they say no the second time or the third time. Don't give up on them. No does not mean no. It just means not right now, because they would have never come to you if they hadn't needed something. So, okay, sorry. All right. So I got off on a rabbit trail, but I knew I would do that. Let's talk about who wants a free trip. Who would like to know how to go on a free trip to Mexico with a friend? Bring a friend day, all expenses paid. This is, Kevin just said it, Puerto Vallarta. Serious? Yes, I'm going to have this down before I go. This is a point-based trip, and this is based on what you do as a distributor and signing people up. So when you sign up 5 people, you get 5 points. You have to have 100 points by September 30th to go. If you promote someone on your front line to manager, you get 5 points. If they advance to silver manager, which is our second rank, you're going to get another 10 points for that person. So if you do the 120 auto ship, you get a point. So I'm going to post on here how you get your points. But this is what I would tell you to do if you want to go. You build a team, and that's all it takes. You sign people up because they're going to love the products, and then you encourage them just to get their products for free. That's it. That's it. That's all you have to do, is tell them, okay, here we go. I don't care if you want the business long-term or not right now. Let's find your 5 people. Let's get your products for free. And guess what that 5 people does? That gives them their money back for their kit. That puts a check in their hand, which makes them, I mean, the percentages, I went over that a few weeks ago about how once somebody gets a check, how much more likely they are to continue with the business. It goes up to like 235%. You get the check in their hand. But it gives you 5 points for President's Club, for the Founders Club now. And so if they continue and they duplicate what you do, they're going to take those 5 people and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go on a trip to Mexico. Let's get your products for free. And then those 5 people are in turn, and you see what I'm saying? That's what you want to do. You want to take everybody to Mexico with you. So, and then you want to just encourage them to keep going and get to silver manager. So 100 points, that would be, what did we say, Tracy? I know Tracy wrote it all down. I was with her yesterday and talking about President's Club. If you get somebody to silver manager, that's 15 points. So I think you need 5 silver managers, and you need to have your 5 signups from now until September if you start now. So it is absolutely doable. Just to tell you, last month, just in 1 month, I earned 37 President Club points. So we've got from now until September is definitely doable. I'm going to put the specifics on there. Stacy, where I don't even see Stacy anymore. I unmuted you. Are you here? No, I didn't unmute. There you are.
I'm here.
Was there anything else you wanted talked about on President's Club, or do you want to add anything to it? Stacy's already got over 100 points. So so she's going. She started, gosh, when did you start your President's Club? In November, December, January, February, March, April. In 7 months, she's already got over 100 points. So
Whoop, whoop.
she's going. She sealed the deal.
I'm
So
excited.
what did you want to add about getting President's Club?
Basically, just just that. They can find the President's Club tracker in resources.
I'm gonna post it on the leaders page.
Awesome.
Yep, I'm gonna post the tracker and the points, all the rules and everything. I'm gonna post it on the leaders page, and I'm gonna try to figure out how to put it in the files. I don't know if anybody can help me with that. I do not know how to add files to the groups, but I know you can do it because all these other groups have them except for ours, because I don't know how to do it. So I would like to figure out how to put it in the files so that way y'all can just go there and have it at any time and print it out. So we'll figure that out. So we'll put that there. The next thing, and what time? Oh, we're doing good on time. Yay. Okay. Let's talk about the, we talked about the adventure page. I want to talk about being coachable. That's one thing that I think is so important in our team, especially, and throughout the whole company, because you don't want to reinvent the wheel. We have got a proven system. And just to tell you how I know it's proven is what it took me 3 years to do. Vicki Bronner, it took me 2 years to get to Platinum Director. Vicki Bronner got there in 9 months. And Vicki got to Silver Director in 7 months. Stacy got to Silver Director in 6 months. I mean, each person that comes up is getting there faster and faster because they're being duplicatable, whatever the word is. They're listening to their upline. They're being coachable. Rhonda coached Vicki just like I coached Rhonda. Vicki coached Stacy just like Rhonda coached Vicki. And it's proven. I mean, they're just flying up the ranks because they're not trying to reinvent the wheel. I still put my upline in my coaching chats. She goes in every single one of them. Does she do a lot? Nope. But you know what? That edifies, that validates me. That tells the person that goes into, and I can tell you, I can do these coaching chats with blindfold, one hand behind my back, and running in circles. I can do them myself. But to that person that's on the other end, that validates me that I'm putting somebody other than me. I'm putting an expert in that coaching chat with me. If they have any questions that I can't answer, they've got somebody right there that can answer those questions. So if I'm doing it, you guys have got to do it. You in chats, put your coach in your chat. And just like I said, at some point, we're going to give you more and more responsibility. Like I've got several on here now that I was doing all of their chats, and now they're doing, a lot themselves. But I'm still in it. If they have any questions, they tag me and I go and look at them, to make sure that it validates them. It makes them say, you know what, I don't know all this stuff. I'm still new too, but you know what? My coach knows, and I'm going to put her in here with us just to make sure you're okay. This is all about your customer. This is all about your client, to make sure they're okay. It has nothing to do with you. So that is one thing I would encourage you. Be coachable. Listen. Don't think you know everything. I don't. I still learn stuff every single day. But continually educate yourself. These Zoom meetings, like I said, the questions that I get each week, that's what we go over every Thursday and Sunday night. Get on the Zoom meetings, train yourself. Get on that. There's YouTube videos. We have trainings every Monday. You can do, there's all kinds of network marketing books that are amazing that, you know, it's about success. It's about succeeding. And they're just, if you continually put into yourself, then you're going to be able to give back to your team. And stay positive. Negativity breeds negativity. Be positive in everything that you do. On your Facebook, people want to be around positive people. They got enough junk in their trunk, you know, and enough stuff in their own home that they sure don't want to, you know, have a coach that's always negative. You want to be like the most upbeat, positive person. Say, hey, you know, you can do it. Pat on the back is always, you know, it's uplifting to people. That's what they want to be around. That's what's going to encourage them and motivate them. So be positive. Watch what you're posting on your Facebook pages. You know, even if the stuff that's not about Singular, they look at that too. So watch what you're posting. Just always be positive, and be the coach that you would want to be, or that you would want to have. And most of you have a pretty good coach, I think, especially the ones that are my people. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying, you know, just be duplicatable. Listen to what the people that have gone above you, emulate yourself after the people. I mean, watch stuff with Callis Didell. She's a ambassador. I mean, she's making $100,000 a month. That's who I'm listening to. I mean, that's the people that I'm getting training from, and then bringing it to you. So, you know, whoever you want to emulate, so you listen to and you duplicate them. So that's what I would encourage you to do. Again, I told you about the adventure page. I told you the coaching on the family page. Y'all make sure that you are welcoming the new people that are being added. Make sure we've got one welcome page now, so I know it's confusing, but I think it's going to help us out in the long run. So just reply under their names, you know, welcome, welcome. It's going to end up being like 50,000 posts under that one page, but that's okay. The reason I did it like that is because we are all coaching these people now. I love this. We're doing like, we're going in, we're doing videos, we're doing motivational, you know, posts, and we're doing recipes and all kinds of stuff. So we are coaching the people that are on there now, and I don't want those coaching chats, the stuff that's important, to get lost in all the welcomes, because there are so many people being added every single day. It's so exciting, and if we keep those on one post, then they'll be able to see all the other stuff and it won't get lost. So I think that's really important. Go on there, you know, once a week, and just make up. You don't have to do a video. I'm not asking you to do a video, but you know what? Make a post on there and say, you know what, this helped me. Or if you guys are struggling with this, do this. This helped me. Or here's a recipe. Or you know what, if you have fallen off the wagon, get back on, because it's worth it. Do something motivational, do something uplifting, do a encouragement post, do a recipe, do something once a week on that page to help the people who are just starting, because that is, I mean, they're watching it, and you may connect with somebody that I can't, or that Nancy can't, or that Vicki or Luann can't. So just make a post. It takes 2 seconds, and you can just go like Google motivational quote, and you can copy it and paste it on there. And I want them to see a lot of different people, and I want them I want that page just to ooze positivity, and just to be somewhere that's a safe place for them, where they know they can go and get the support and encouragement. And you know, I think it's important. So that's what I would encourage you to do. Make sure you post on the adventure page. If you're adding people onto that page, the only way they're going to see it in their news feed is if the person who added them makes a post. So do not post every day, but once a week, go in there and make a post. The same thing. I mean, you've seen the ones today, like, oh my gosh, it's day 4, I've lost 2 more pounds. That's all you got to do. You just have to make a post. And that way, the people that you've added will see that in their newsfeed, because you want to continually brought to their mind and say, oh, there's that page again. Oh, look at this person. Look at this person, you know. And one thing about that page, I hope everybody knows that by now, but every single before and after testimony or any other testimony that's put in that page is verified. I don't let anyone make a post a testimony unless we know their first and last name and that they are verified singular. And if you post a testimony, there has been many times where you have gotten an email from me that says, who is this? And did you verify them? So their first and last name may not be posted, but I guarantee you I have it. And the reason that's so important to me is because I have used products in the past where the company has used the same before and after picture for every single distributor. You don't know who that person is, and they never use their own before and after pictures. So I wanted to have a page to where if anybody that you know connected with someone that put a transformation on there, we could get them in touch with that person, and they can actually talk to that person and say, hey, you know, tell me about your journey. And there again, that's more support and motivation. Everybody on there is willing to do that. I mean, we know that. So that's one thing I'm so proud of, that all those are real people that we can actually hook your person up with that person if they connect with them. So I'm very proud of that, and y'all should be too, because that's something I don't think many teams in this company have. I don't think they have the verified testimonies to where we can put them in touch with the people. So, gosh, y'all, we got through this in 30 minutes. I'm so excited. Does anybody have anything? Did anything exciting happen this week? Brandy Blouser, I see your hand up, and y'all are going to have to click on raise your hand. I see Vicky, so I'll get to you in a second. Go ahead, Brandy. You got to unmute, honey.
I came across somebody that looked up Singular on Google without me giving them the website, and there were 2 bad reviews under.
Okay.
Have you guys had any problems with that?
Oh yes. So if you go on training number 10 on our X Team training page and download the Art of the Chat, there is, and it's right here, reviews online. There is a response in here in the Art of the Chat that you can click on and send, and it tells that it's the best post I've ever seen, because if you go to AT&T, you're going to find negative reviews. If you go to Eastwood Baptist Church, you're going to find negative reviews. I mean, everything out there has haters. You know that. And this just basically says reviews you find online are anonymous. This is the real issue I have with reviews. Who's writing them? A real customer or a distributor of another competitor, you know? And this is the post that you do. Art of the Chat. If y'all have not downloaded that, it is the greatest tool that we have. It has got every objection, everything that somebody could possibly tell you, there is a response to in this app. And again, the way you get that is if you go to X Team Training, and every one of you should be in that. If you're not, make sure you tell your coach. Go to X Team Training, and it's training number 10. I've got them in order, and you can just go down to number 10. It's Art of the Chat, and in that gives you the link to download this. It's free, and it stays on your phone, and you can just go and do a search for what you're looking for, and it's right there at your fingertips. It's fantastic, and you just you click on it, you hold it down, you select, and you copy and you paste it into your chat. It's a beautiful thing. We've got a lot of tools, so I'm really excited. Does that answer your question, Brandy?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Vicki.
Just wanted to remind everybody that when they go to X Team Adventure page, and they make their posts each week or 2 weeks, whatever they're doing, or twice a week, that it still goes to, say, Kevin makes his post and gets 15 or 20 responses. Those responses go to whoever put them in there, not to Keith. And I'm not using Keith as an example for any reason, except I know he's on here and I can't see that. So he didn't do this, but I'm just pulling that out to remind people that we will tag each individual comment to tell who to contact that person.
Yeah, thank you for that. I'm going to, this is the way that this works with referrals, with people asking. If they comment on your own personal page, that's your person. If they come to you personally, person to person, it's I don't care who adds them to the adventure page, that is your lead. If you talk to somebody, if you call them, cold call them and say, hey, you know, I've got something you need, that is your person. If they respond to something on the adventure page, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it is your best friend's mama. It goes to the person that added them to the adventure page, because that is a team page. If it's your best friend's mama, you should have been posting more on your page so your best friend saw that and told her mama. You know, if they are seeing a post and they get interested because of the team page, it's going to go to the person who added them to that page. So that's why everybody's going to hear about Zingular. Are you going to be the one that tells the people that you know? That's what I have to say. Kathy, you're muted, baby.
Hold on.
There you go. I got you. Go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, there's a lot going on here because I don't have power, so
Oh, goodness.
I apologize for that. On that adventure page, I have run across things where I don't show that somebody's been tagged.
You tag me. Always tag me. And then when you tag me, one of the admins will see that. And then they'll make sure that a lot of times you can see who added them, but a lot of times you can't. So we have
Yeah, and if you're not friends with who added them, you can't. I can. In other words, I had one today.
Okay, so you can't. Only admins can tag somebody for them to look at. So
sorry.
Okay. So only admins can tag you. So if you get tagged by your buddy, that doesn't mean that it's your person. You have to be tagged by the admins, and the admins are myself and Rhonda and Vicky and Stacy and Luann, I think, and Charles. I think that's the ones that I put. Is there anybody else? Is that the ones? I think so. Okay, those are the people who have to tag you. You have to be tagged by one of those people. And so if you see somebody who's asked, and just tag me, and then one of us will see it. Charles is usually on top of it. He's our person.
So tagging you is just tagging you in reply, right?
Yeah, just reply and tag me, and somebody will see it.
Because somebody sent a message straight to my messenger and said
they will do that, and that's going to be on an honor system. And if somebody PMs you and you are not friends with them, then it should go to your others box. Don't reply. Just make a picture of it and send it to me. And
okay, because I didn't recognize who they said, or when I looked up who tagged them, I mean, who added them to the page, I didn't recognize the name. So
yeah, just do that. Just tag me and everything, and then we'll take care of them.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else got anything? Angie Glaze, I see you.
When you add pictures to the adventure page, how long does it take for people to add that to it?
Okay, so
I've added pictures to it, but it hasn't been posted yet. Okay,
so they go to me, and I am trying to spread them out at least 2 hours apart. So I've still got them. They're going to eventually be posted, but I'm trying to get anybody that asks for information, those get posted immediately. Anybody that is talking about anybody that's brand new, that's giving their weight loss results in like days 1 through 8, those are going on right away. All of us leaders, I'm spreading us out to use as fill-ins when I don't have that kind of stuff. So they're sitting there, and I've got them. So when I don't have something like within 2 or 3 hours, I'm using those. But most of the time here lately, they're coming through. So I need like a reservoir of our stuff. So keep posting them, because they are in there, and they're eventually going to be used, I promise.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody got anything else? Keith?
Yeah, I got something I wanted to say. I was watching a video the other day, and I guess it was with the Ursula, and something stuck to my mind what she said was, and it made sense, was when people will come to you and they'll say, this costs too much. But what she said was to break it down for them. Like, say, would you spend $100 to lose 25 to 35 pounds in 60 days? Would you spend $100 to help you with sleep? Would you spend $100 to help you with anxiety and depression, and joint pain? And ever since I've been doing that, people who tell me, that costs too much, see, they got the mindset that it's just for weight. They don't have the mindset that it's a system. So I've been going back and, trying to break it down for them, and I've been getting good responses. People have been saying, well, thanks for telling me that. Now I can see what you're saying, that it's a system. So I just thought I'd mention that maybe, if people were having problems like I was having problems.
That's an awesome point. And Ursula, by the way, is almost a silver ambassador who is making about $200,000 a month, pretty close to it. And she's been doing it for 3 years. So, that's the kind of people, exactly what I was talking about. That's the kind of people you want to listen to because she's doing something right. You know what I mean? So great point. Yes, she is. If you haven't seen that, I will actually post that on the leaders page. That interview was amazing. So she is a phenomenal woman, and her story is just amazing. I mean, they were on the verge of bankruptcy, and when she found this, and they were going to lose everything. And she lives in Texas, and she lives on a farm. I mean, she's a ranch. She's a rancher's wife, and they owned a online boutique, and her story's phenomenal. I'll post it so you can listen to it. But I loved that explanation, Keith. I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you. All right. Anybody else got anything? Vicki, or is her hand still down? She may have. You got something?
It's up. Yeah, I just wanted to remind everybody, it's the beginning of the month, and if you sign somebody up during May, work on helping that person get their Fast 4, get to manager, because that's going to give you the president's points. And as a distributor, that is your job. And we are all, as the upline, going to help you to help them. But we need to always not pushing them as in whatever, but helping them to learn how to set up the chats and how to do that kind of stuff so they can know, because they're going to miss their 30 days by not being exposed to what they're supposed to do. We want them to get their Fast 4, their $100 bonus, and their manager in that 30 days. And this is early in the month. And if you don't understand how to help your person do that, talk to your coach. Talk to them this week, and let's get on it so that we can explain it to you, so you can explain to them. And it's just a wheel, and the wheel turns, and everybody is a well-greased machine, and we're just running like a choo-choo train down that track. And choo-choo. And it's just a matter of everybody understanding what way to turn that wheel. And if you do not understand, ask your coach today, tomorrow, early in the month, so you can help your people do what we want them to accomplish.
Yeah. One thing that I want to encourage you too is, don't be scared to talk about this business, because it is such a blessing. It has been such a blessing to me. And used to, I was scared to talk to people about it because I didn't want to be that person. I didn't want people to think that I was only telling them about this so I could make money. I didn't want to be that person. So I never talked about the business part of it. I never talked about money with people. But you know what? Unless they've got a money tree in their backyard, $500 is a lot of money to somebody. I mean, what would it do for them to be able to get that money back? I mean, that's such a blessing to somebody. So don't be scared to tell them, hey, you can either pay for it or I can help you get your money back. And then in turn, they're turning around blessing other people with not only the health and wellness side, but an opportunity to be able to supplement their income. Because I can tell you, I mean, when you look at like how much the average American has in savings, it's not a lot. It's not a lot. If somebody lost their job, that would hurt a family. So this is just this could be a plan B. For me, it became a plan A, but it can be a plan B. It can be an extra, pay a house payment every month, extra $500, $1,000 a month. It can be whatever you want it to be. But don't be scared to talk about the business.
Hey,
So,
Melissa,
yes.
I've got a suggestion for everybody. A book
Stacey,
that,
this is Stacey Barnes.
oh, you can't see, can you hear
Well,
me?
I was introducing you. So there's some people on here that don't know you. This is Stacey Barnes. So
Yeah, hello everyone.
the Silver Director.
So, I was watching a video interview with Ursula, and one book, she admitted that she hasn't read a lot of books, and whatever. She hated to admit that she wasn't that educated on the network marketing business, but she did recommend the book Go Pro by Eric Warre, and it's Worre. And I ordered a few of those that night. And so a couple of my people on my team have that book, and I started reading it today, and I'm just like, I was just so into it. It is amazing because we've got to look at this industry for what it is. It is giving us, like you said, the most wonderful opportunity that we could ever have in front of us to change our lives and to change the way that our whole family lives the rest of their lives. And so when you look at it, actually, Alice and I had this conversation earlier, comparing residual income to I sold an Ultimate and I made $80. Yeah. It's so much better to look at the big picture that is in front of you, because that $80 for that Ultimate turns into $500 a month, and then it turns into $2,500 a month, and then however many months or whatever. But I think my fourth month I brought home $4,200. I mean, that's life changing.
Yeah.
And so I just want everybody to realize, don't be afraid to be the person that people are rolling their eyes at. I'm so proud now to say I'm a network marketing professional. And I may not be a professional yet, but I'm learning how to be one. And I'm so not ashamed of it, because the people that roll their eyes, they don't understand it. And we have the opportunity, especially with this product and this company, it is like having a lottery ticket. And so I don't care if you're spending 15 minutes a day, if that's all you've got. I want you to see the big picture and not the small picture of $80 an Ultimate.
Yep. I love that.
It's about to make me emotional.
I know.
It's crazy. And that book, y'all get that book, Go Pro by Eric Warre. And it will give you a better understanding of what this industry means and what it really is. And it compares. He's so awesome in the introduction. He compares, owning your own business to being an employee, to being a white collar worker, a blue collar worker, all those things. And it sets the foundation for what he's going to teach you in the book, just in the introduction. And I'm just like, I want to go read the rest of it tonight. And that is not me, because I'm the girl that never read a book cover to cover.
I hear you. I have read that.
Yes.
That's that one, and Finding Network Marketing Leaders. Or Building Network Marketing Leaders. Those are the two books that, they were the most eye-opening books I've ever read in my life. So, and then your first year in network marketing, that was, I should have read that my first year, because everything that they said not to do, I did. That was all. So I should have read that before I started, in your first year, instead of my third year. But that's a good one too. So thank you for that, Stacey. And yes, it's like Donald Trump said, if he lost everything and had to rebuild, he would find the network marketing company with the best compensation plan, and that's what he would do. because
That's right.
this is a willable business. Your business right here, your singular business is willable. It's something that you can leave to your family. And like I said, we've got a ground floor opportunity, and if you're in it right now, the only way that you can fail is to quit. The only way that you can fail is to quit. And that's why I don't quit. That's what Cynthia Evans told me because I got to a point where I was very frustrated, and that's what she told me. She says, "You're stupid if you quit." She told me that straight to my face. And she was right, because if I had, I mean, gosh, I just can't. I cringe to think of the blessings that I would have missed out on. I wouldn't have had my 31-foot camper that I bought yesterday.
Whoop, whoop.
I did. I bought a camper. I've never in my life bought anything frivolous like that. I'm so excited. But Vicki, I think you've got your hand up. We're almost done. We got one more, and then we got to get off here. I can't take y'all this much of y'all's time. Go ahead, Vicki.
I was just going to say, going back to the business end of it, there is very, very, very few businesses you can start for $600 and maintain on this level with a website, with a sales department, with a shipping department, with everything we have, and you're only expected to spend about $150 a month. You couldn't pay the power bill on a business for $150 a month. I've started several businesses. I've always been in business for myself, and this is above and beyond, hands down, the easiest and the best. Now, I put my hours in. I don't work 40 hours a week, but it's not working. It's just not work. It's not like going to a job. I love it. I thrive on it. And but like I said, getting back to the business end, when you talk about a startup business with the professionalism that we don't even have to do, it's done for us for $600. How can you not talk about the business for somebody else out there looking for unsealing income? They can make as much or as little as they want to.
And I was going to ask you, Vicki, those businesses that you started, how long did it take before you saw a profit? It wasn't.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, not at all. And what I found out quick and told Stacy, I said, we got to start spending money, because you got to find ways to write this stuff off. And what a problem I've never had to deal with before, But so there comes the travel, and you're able to write every bit of that off. And so let's go Delta.
Let's go Delta. And before we leave, that's one thing that if you have not made a decision to go to St. Louis with us in October, make that decision to go. You have no overhead in this business, but we've got 2 conventions a year that are, if I had to pay $5,000 to go, I would. You don't. But if I had to, that's how valuable they are. Well, the one in October, it was really valuable. I mean, the one in April was really valuable because I spoke at it. so that one, I would probably paid a little bit more to go that one. But it's just, you get trained. You get to hear Ursula speak. You get to hear Jennifer McKinney. You get to hear Kala Stadell. You get to meet them. You get to sit down and talk to them. So you meet the executives. They come up and they treat you like, they know your name. It's like where everybody knows your name. It's like going to a big family reunion, and everybody just tells you, they help you, they love you, they encourage you, and it's the greatest thing. I will never miss one. So if you have not made that decision, the next one's in St. Louis. It's Zing Fest, and if you have not made the decision to go, I would encourage you to make that decision now. Get your ticket. We're going to all room together, would we roommates type thing. So we'll split the rooms 4 ways. And if you want a roommate, put it on the leaderboard and put it on the leadership page, and we'll hook you up with somebody. And I'm telling you, it's invaluable. You cannot put a price tag on what you get at those meetings. I'm just saying. So all of you new people that came on for their first Zoom meeting, I am so happy that y'all are on here. Welcome. And Team Canada, woo woo, we got Team Canada on here. I'm so excited about that. Siri is actually going to be here the end of June, and sometime while she's here, I'm going to do a training at my house. So everybody will be able to come over to the house and meet Team Canada. So I'm so excited about that. And we are actually talking about a retreat as well, for a leadership retreat where we will go for a weekend somewhere. Vicki is working on that with me, and we're very excited about that too. So anybody got anything else? We're going to let y'all know all those details later. We haven't got all those ironed out. Rhonda, you got anything? Nope. Anybody got anything? All right, so goals are due. There's a goal post on the leaders page. You got to know where you're going to get there, so write it down. If you write it down, the percentages of you succeeding and hitting that goal shoot way up. So write it down, write your rank, break it down, get your coach to help you, and don't be scared to say it out loud. We'll help you get there. If you say it out loud, if you write it down, we'll help you get there. So Bria, welcome home, and we are praying for you. Bria has surgery on the 6th, and praying.
Thanks, y'all.
You know it's going to be, you're going to be fine, and she is going to be signing up an official member of our team in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Woohoo!
All right. So if nobody has anything else, I love all of you. I will see you Thursday night on Zoom. If you have any questions, reach out to us. And other than that, love y'all. See you later.